you value your sleep, don't book this place. And if you ever find yourself driving through the quiet farmlands of Iowa, do not, under any circumstance, stop in the small town of Villisca. Because in Villisca, there is a house that looks ordinary from the outside. White paint, a simple porch, flowers that seem too bright for a place so dark. But step inside, and you'll understand why thousands of people refuse to cross the doorway. This is the site of the most brutal family murder in American history. A house where 8 people were slaughtered in their sleep, 6 of them children. No one was ever arrested. No one was ever convicted. The killer walked into the darkness and never came back for answers. And the worst part, every single person who sleeps inside today says the same thing. The house knows I'm here. Tonight, I'm taking you into the Villisca Axe Murder House and into the bedroom where no one should ever close their eyes. Before we continue, if you survive this story, like the video so others can find it, and subscribe right now. The next episode will be even darker, and you won't want to face it alone. Chapter 1, The Last Normal Night. Villisca, Iowa, June 9th, 1912. A warm summer night. Children playing in the streets. Church bells echoing through the neighborhood. Nothing suggested that the town was about to be changed forever. The Moore family, Josiah, Sarah, and their 4 children, attended a Children's Day service at the Presbyterian Church. 2 sisters from the Stillinger family joined them for a sleepover. They walked home laughing, tired, and ready for bed. They entered their house at 10 p.m., and that was the last time anyone saw them alive. What no one knew was that someone else was inside the house with them. Someone who had been waiting and watching. Chapter 2, The Discovery. The next morning, neighbor Mary Peckham noticed the house was silent. No kids doing chores, no adults preparing breakfast, not even a window open, just stillness. She knocked on the door. No answer. She called Josiah's brother. He entered the house and ran outside moments later, unable to speak. "Something's wrong," he whispered. "Call the sheriff." Inside, what Sheriff Hank Horton found would haunt him for the rest of his life. The 2 Stillinger girls, murdered in the guest room. Blankets neatly pulled over their faces. The children's bedroom. 4 more children, all killed in their sleep. Blankets tucked up to their chins, as if the murderer felt compelled to hide what he had done. The master bedroom, Josiah and Sarah Moore. Josiah had been struck with such force that the axe had gouged holes into the ceiling. Sarah was unrecognizable. Every mirror in the house was covered. A bowl of bloody water sat on the kitchen table, and a slab of bacon was left leaning against the wall. A detail no investigator has ever been able to explain. This wasn't a simple murder. This was ritual. Chapter 3, No Killer, No Answers. Detectives investigated dozens of suspects: a jealous businessman, a traveling preacher, a serial killer moving through the Midwest. Reverend George Kelly confessed, then recanted, then confessed again. But his confession didn't match the evidence. The Axeman theory connected several family murders across Illinois, Kansas, and Colorado, all committed the same way. Same weapon, same covering of victims' faces, same chilling silence left behind. But no one was ever charged, and the house remained frozen in time. Whoever did it walked freely, leaving behind a house that refused to heal. Chapter 4, Modern Paranormal Encounters. After decades of abandonment, the Villisca Axe Murder House was restored to its exact 1912 condition. Same furniture, same layout, same rooms, as if the family were still living inside. And that's when the activity exploded. Visitors report children whispering their names, toys moving on their own, balls rolling across the room, giggles coming from the upstairs hallway, footsteps pacing above them, doors opening without sound, and cold drafts that feel like someone passing by. One man touring the home felt a small hand grip his own. He thought it was his daughter. She was standing on the opposite side of the room. Another visitor fainted after hearing a soft, childlike voice whisper, "Don't go up there." Ghost hunters recorded chilling EVPs. "Help us. He's still here. Don't leave us alone." Some nights, neighbors claim, they see silhouettes moving past the windows, always slow, always watching. Chapter 5, the attic where the killer hid. Investigators found evidence that the killer hid in the attic before the murders began. Cigarette butts, indentations on the floor, a perfect vantage point to watch the family prepare for bed. Today, the attic remains the most oppressive spot in the house. Visitors describe pressure in their chest, the sensation of being stared at, overwhelming dread, sudden nausea, difficulty breathing, the instinct to flee immediately. One investigator captured an EVP, "Get out." Another heard footsteps circling them in the dark. But the worst encounters happen in the children's room. Chapter 6, the children's bedroom. The room you should never sleep in. People who try to sleep in the house rarely make it past midnight, especially in the children's bedroom. Visitors report blankets being yanked, small handprints appearing on the bed, the mattress shaking, whispers directly in their ear, and the closet door opening by itself. One overnight guest woke in terror, claiming a child climbed onto her chest and whispered, "Hide, he's coming back." Another heard a boy say, "Don't let him find us." The room feels alive, and whatever is in it does not want anyone to stay until sunrise. Oh, the Villisca Axe Murder House is more than a crime scene. It's a wound that never closed. If you ever visit Iowa, don't enter the attic, don't linger in the parlor, and never ever try to sleep in the children's room. If you survive this story, like the video so others can find it. Subscribe right now so you don't face the next episode alone, because next time, the place we're visiting is even darker. If you value your sleep, don't book this place.